This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, political analyst and Luzerne County Council member Rick Morelli is here to talk about Election Day. It is Election Day. This is FYI, and I'm Ken Cara. Thank you for watching. Let's get right to the hot topic of the day. Well, after months of talking about it, Election Day is finally here. The polls will be open until 8 p.m. this evening. Lisa Sugart is here to talk politics.
Pleased to be joined by political analyst Rick Morelli, who will be joining the team with Sam Lassant and Tara Toohill and also Mike DeCosmo later this evening when the results start coming in. But Rick, what are you hearing? Not too many people heading out to the polls today, even though it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, once again, low turnout in this election. And it's pretty sad because this is a type of election that people's vote really counts. You're voting for local people, whether it's a school board, whether it's a city races. And, when compared to maybe the presidential race next year, your vote counts more now. So sad that we don't get more people involved and who want to make a difference. I've seen that people complain and they don't like things when it happens, but now's the time that they could actually make a difference. And so it's a little bit unfortunate that people don't exercise their vote.
That is so true. People do complain. We've heard the complaints in the city of Hazleton about crime, about various things. You hear complaints with the school district that maybe people aren't satisfied with things, but then those same people will tell you, but I didn't vote. So we have big elections going on at this time. For the city of Hazleton, this is a crucial election, the next leader, the next mayor, and also members of council. So how important is this race? And people out there should be paying attention.
I mean, it's very important. I mean, when you look at the city of Hazleton, there's challenges. I mean, whoever wins the mayor tonight, they're going to have one night to celebrate because it's all downhill after that. But they're going to be seeing major changes, whether it's mayor, city council, and where it goes, we don't know. But we all know Hazleton has its challenges from crime, from its budget issues, and so it's important for people to get out there and to pick the leader that they want to move to the next level. School board, same thing. We have a growing community. We have a lot of an influx of non-speaking kids, and the budget continues to go up. And so we need leaders out there who can make the right decisions and also who could focus not only on that, but the safety of our kids. County council, we're now going 4 years, and we're going to have some new people on council. We've seen the way the council has been. There's been a division, and it's important to get the right people to fill in those spots. So again, these are people who we all know, we've seen, we could go and talk to, and that's why it's important for the voters to get out there and to hopefully put the right people in.
What do you think are the biggest issues right now? I'll talk county council because you're on county council. So what do you think? The budget right now, obviously, the biggest concern?
Yeah, I think there's two issues. One is the budget of where it's at, where it's going to be. That's always a concern. The county, it's going to take a while for the county to get outside of its hole. So you need people in there to really understand the financial aspects. And I think there's another issue that's been kind of a hot button, which is Manager Lund, as to the direction of keeping him moving forward, and you'll probably see some things happen here even before the end of the year. So those are two major issues right there with the county. Again, the city of Hazleton, crime. I mean, everyone's talking about crime, and it comes down to money and cops. It's important, and what's interesting here is that more people are concerned about the mayor. I'm not hearing much about council races, but remember, council makes a lot of decisions, and so I'm not seeing too much out there with these council members, and so that's going to be one thing that I'm going to be paying attention to a lot ttonight.
And as far as your past member of the school board, very important. We have a new superintendent in place, and this board is going to change drastically after tonight.
Yeah, what was different about this election was you had a number of only 6 candidates in the primary, 5 won, and then you had a slate of 3 independents who came in who are now running a campaign. Dr. Childs, who's been on the board, he brought in, he has 2 other people part of his team, and so we'll see whether these 3 take over and can jump in on a seat by the end of the night. So that's made this race a little bit different. You got Vinnie Zola and Bobby Fume, incumbent Tony Bonomo, who are there, and again, Marie Kay and Ms. Garcella.
And Chirico also is an independent.
And Chirico's an independent, absolutely. So we'll see how that happens. And again, the school board is the biggest tax base in the area. You're dealing with your kids. You're dealing with the growth of the area. It's very important to get the right group of people on there because, the way I look at it, people should look at councils, boards as a team. what's the right mix of people that you want in there too? Because no one's going to have all the best ideas, but how do you get the right mix and how do you get that right team in there? And that's the way I look at it when I vote for people for, again, councils and boards.
All right, well, we'll be waiting to hear what you have to say and everybody tonight after the ballots are cast. If you haven't voted yet, we encourage you to get out. The polls are open till 8 p.m. If you don't vote, you can't complain.
Thank you, Lisa. And Rick, we'll see you again in just a little bit for the area's most comprehensive election night coverage. Your Vote 2015, brought to you by our partners here, media partners, SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Our live coverage begins at 8 p.m. with commentary from the area's most experienced team, Sam Lassant Sr., Mike DeCosmo, Rick Morelli, and special guest State Representative Tara Toohill. Trust the media partners to keep you covered via television, social media, and our websites. Then read the entire election recap in tomorrow's Standard Speaker. Our election night coverage will also feature live phone interviews with former Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett and current Pennsylvania State Senator John Udicak. Hear what they have to say about today's election contests, including the important race for state Supreme Court. So check out those interviews with former Governor Corbett and Senator Udicak during our live election night coverage that begins at 8 p.m. on SSPTV and at SSPTV.com. Also, we have an important reminder that we will not rebroadcast FYI tonight following our election coverage. However, you can see the rebroadcast of this program at 5:30, 6, and 6:30 p.m. And as always, you can watch the entire broadcast on our Facebook page and online at SSPTV.com. The FYI rebroadcast schedule will return to normal tomorrow. Last month, we told you about Food for the Fight, a breast cancer survivor and awareness event. The special dinner provides an opportunity for cancer patients and their families to learn how to prepare healthy meals for strength and to help enforce the fact that they are not alone. Tonight, we are pleased to report that over 100 guests attended Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton's 24th annual Food for the Fight, and the event raised $3,260 to benefit the American Cancer Society Hazleton Unit and Camp Bravehearts, a local oncology camp for women. Well, next on FYI, our local weather forecast and our final segment in our series on dyslexia. And later, get ready for Know Your Teammate. It's a showdown between two tennis champions.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
November is National Adoption Month, and each Tuesday, FYI shares with you the good work of Brandon's Forever Home, which promotes foster care and adoption. Tonight, Brandon's Forever Home invites you to celebrate the holidays while helping a child in need. BFH will hold its inaugural holiday cocktail party and fundraiser on Friday, December 4th from 6 to 9 p.m. at its home at 187 North Church Street in Hazleton. The event is in memory of Robert Robbie Poltrock Jr. and will feature gourmet food, entertainment, and a silent auction. Enjoy delicious hors d'oeuvres and cocktails prepared by Chef Ryan Germain, who has more than 14 years of culinary experience in the New York City metro area. The silent auction will feature many wonderful items, including a chance to have Chef Germain prepare dinner in your home after the holidays. The cost is a $60 donation in advance, and 100% of the proceeds benefit Brandon's Forever Home. To purchase tickets, you can call Lori Ogurkis at 570-926-5117 or email ogurkis1@ptd.net.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
This is a beautiful weather shot taken by Sam Lassant Jr. Looking at it, I feel like I should say something inspirational. So you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky said that. I'm about to say a bunch of words weather related. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be clear with a low around 45. We'll have a calm wind. Let's go to the 4-day outlook. Wednesday looks sunny with a high in the upper 60s. Looks like spring. Wednesday night, a slight chance of showers after 3 a.m. Partly cloudy, low of 49. Thursday, 30% chance of showers between 7 a.m. and 1 p.m., mostly cloudy, high in the lower 60s. Thursday night, 20% chance of showers before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy, low in the mid-50s. And then on Friday, another 30% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, high once again in the high 60s. And then Friday night, 30% chance of showers, low of 47. Saturday, mostly cloudy, will be in the mid-50s. And then Saturday night, partly cloudy, low of 36 degrees. While October was designated as Dyslexia Awareness Month, one organization continues to do its part to increase the awareness of this learning disorder all year long. Kim Plaza is a member of Decoding Dyslexia PA, and she's the mother of a dyslexic child. She talked with our Lisa Sugart about the success of last month's activities and invites everyone to a special program this Thursday for anyone who has a child who is struggling with reading.
We had a number of programs here, and we're going to continue to put information out there for parents, hand out literature so that they can find services for their kids if they think that there is a problem.
And you have a special event coming up now on November 5th in Butler Township. So tell us a little bit about that.
It's Thursday, November 5th at 6 p.m. It's going to be held at the Butler Township Community Center. We're going to have some speakers there talking about dyslexia, things to look for, ways to get help. An attorney, Michael J. Conley, will be there to discuss IEPs and to give parents some help as to how to get their children the appropriate schooling that they need.
And an IEP, that's a helper in the classroom?
An IEP is for a child that's identified with a learning disability. It's an individualized education plan that the schools put into effect for each child to basically say how they're going to help that child.
Okay. So people can come, because you said there's a lot to know about the rights of a child with dyslexia.
Yes, there are. Dyslexics need special programs designed to help them succeed in school. We're going to be there with the attorney that will help us, figure out what we can do to help our kids.
So this kind of a question and answer session, if people have questions, they can get them answered there?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. We're going to have, our parents group will be there. We're going to have some people that advocate for children with dyslexia, and it's just going to be a great place to start if you have no idea where to begin to help your child.
And if you have been following all along, you told us 1 in 5 children have dyslexia.
1 in 5 children, yes. So 20% of kids in America have dyslexia. This school district, it would come out to about 2,000 kids.
Wow, because there's 10,000 students in the Hazleton Area School District. If people want more information in the interim, where do they go?
They can go to the International Dyslexia Association website, or they can go to our Decoding Dyslexia page, which is www.decodingdyslexiapa.org.
All right. Well, very good. A special event. Again, mark your calendars, November 5th. That's at 6 o'clock at the Butler Township Community Center. If you want to find out more and what your rights are as a parent and a child with dyslexia.
Once again, thank you, Lisa. Hey, that's the green screen up on your screen right now. It's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 2, 4, 1, pick 3, 3, 2, 8, pick 4, 7, 9, 6, 4, and pick 5, 5, 7, 5, 9, 5. When we come back, it's one of my favorite segments, Know Your Teammate. Right now, it's Law Talk.
We received a viewer question, and the viewer asks, who handles the estate if there is no will?
Very legitimate question. It happens quite frequently. A lot of people that we see, they be middle-aged or even kind of like myself, heading into the senior category, and they don't have a will. And of course, we can't predict when we're going to die, so it's not unlikely for someone to die without a will. Well, what happens if you have property, and that property's in your name, and you haven't set forth in a will who you want to get that property? What happens to that property? How is it, in the eyes of the law, administered? Well, it's administered under the Pennsylvania Fiduciary and Estate Code. It's called intestate. Intestate means that you don't have a will. And the code also provides that someone, a family member, spouse, brother, sister, cousin, someone has to be appointed by the court to transition that property to where it belongs once you pass away. And that can only be done by what we call a citation. And that citation has to be brought to the Register of Wills. The person seeking to administer the estate has to ask the Register of Wills to appoint them as the administrator of the estate. And they have to give notice of that meeting with the Register of Wills to other relatives, creditors, who may have a right under the fiduciary code to be administer the estate. More often than not, it's a relative. More often than not, nobody objects. But that is a step that is necessary when there is no will designating an executor. If there's an executor named in a will, it's much easier. You take the will up, take the named executor, you get sworn in, and you start administering the estate from there. Without a will, you have to go through the citation process to have someone appointed. But effectively, once that's done, it's no different than having an executor in a will.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Working together, Stephanie Mazurek and Lily Nowak won Hazleton area's first ever district gold medal in tennis, taking home the District 2 AAA doubles championship. Today they will be tested even more, going head to head in the most fierce competition of all time.
Fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Coal Region's favorite sports game show, Know Your Teammate. Lady Cougars Stephanie Mazurek and Lily Nowak already have the Wyoming Valley Conference Championship and a district championship, but who will win the local tennis Grand Slam by being crowned Know Your Teammate champion? I realize we're one event short for a Grand Slam, but let's just go with it. First up, Lily will answer questions about Steph. Question number 1. Who is Stephanie's favorite tennis player?
She looks up to Steffi Graf.
Yeah! Well, I was named after Steffi Graf, so I really do love to watch her play. I think she's a great player. I would say my favorite players would have to be a tie between Victoria Azarenka and Steffi Graf, just because Victoria Azarenka, she has a lot of style, she's a great player, and I think she just brings a lot of life to the court. And Steffi Graf was just incredible. She's the last woman to get the Grand Slam, the calendar Grand Slam.
15 love Lily. Question number 2. What was Stephanie's favorite moment from this past season?
This is a tough one. Okay. I think her favorite moments were when she beat the people from last year that she lost to last year and finally pushed forward and getting that undefeated season this year.
Yeah, I would say that was probably one of the most exciting moments for me. Finishing my season undefeated, it was a big deal, and I felt great about it.
Final question. What's Steph's favorite movie?
Let's see. I'm going to say The Wizard of Oz.
No way, I don't even think I've seen the entire Wizard of Oz movie.
I believe it was the Wise Wizard or perhaps the Tin Man who said 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Can Steph do better? Question number 1. What was Lily's favorite moment from this season?
I think it would be during Abington, right after she called the last ball out. I could hear the excitement in her voice, and we were very excited about winning that semifinal match.
Yeah, that was definitely the highlight of that match and definitely of the semifinals, just so we knew that we were guaranteed maybe a chance to win in the championships, which we did. We accomplished that.
Now to question number 2. Who's Lily's favorite tennis player?
Federer.
I like Federer a lot. He's my favorite guy tennis player. He's definitely, I like how graceful he is on the court, his footwork, which I need to work on. I watch him a lot for the footwork, get some tips from him just watching him play. My grandmother makes me watch him all the time. But my favorite woman tennis player would have to be basically any player. That I like players that like represent the USA, and I also like Victoria Azarenka as well as Steph.
So this is it. For the win, what's Lily's favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject? I'm going to say science.
I like science, yeah, science and math, but definitely science. I would like a career in the health field with health science. I would like to be, and I would also like to go to medical school. I would like to be, I'm thinking about being an optometrist or an ophthalmologist, something that has to do with the eyes. Or if that doesn't work out, maybe like a physical therapist or speech therapist, which is kind of in a different field, but those two I would really enjoy to work with.
Steph wins the Grand Slam. However, I must say the two of them go to the Hazleton Area Academy of Sciences, so it was kind of a safe bet with that answer. Regardless, we are out of time, and these two are both champions with a bright, bright future. Thanks to Stephanie and Lily for being contestants. Well, The Wizard of Oz is the scariest movie of all time, by the way. We have more locals going after District Gold. To tell you about that, let's go to the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. MMI Prep, the Lady Preppers beat Elk Lake in the District 2 Single A volleyball tournament, and they will face another team tomorrow for the title. Get that for you after the break. Dana Corrado had 11 kills, Desiree Dinko had 6 kills and 10 service points. Lauren Banyas had 16 assists. Hazleton Area, they lost in the D2 AAA playoffs to Delaware Valley, and that's sports for Tuesday, FYI. And right now, let's go to the social report. Happy Wing Night! It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Holy Family Academy will be holding a toy and gift card bingo Friday, November 20th at the school on North Laurel Street in Hazleton. Doors open at 5, early bird starts at 5:30, and regular games begin at 6. We also having cash specials, homemade food, and tricky trays. Admission is $10 and seats are limited. Stop by or call 570-455-9431 for your tickets. And finally, the Luzerne County Community College Literary Arts Society will be holding its annual Veterans Day program on Tuesday, November 10th at 11:30 a.m. at the college's campus center. This year's program will highlight the National Guard. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Camille M. Turry of Freeland. Mass is Thursday at 9:30 a.m. from the Immaculate Conception Parish at St. Anne's Church. Friends may call Thursday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home is assisting the family. Edward Weber of West Hazleton. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Camille M. Moyer of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 11 a.m. in the Most Precious Blood Roman Catholic Church. Friends may call at the church from 10 to 11 a.m. Joseph Red Simchok of Hazleton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. at the St. Mary's Byzantine Catholic Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Renald Roman Pelzinski II of Hazleton. Service is Friday at 11:30 a.m. at the Faith Assembly of God. Friends may call from 10:30 to 11 a.m. The Cropton Hughes Funeral Home is assisting the family. And John D. Wentz of Hazel Township. Funeral is Thursday at 7 p.m. from the E. Franklin Griffiths Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Brett Mahon of Freeland. Brett, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Really dropped the ball at the end of the sportscast there. My bad. So MMI, the girls volleyball team, they'll be taking on Blue Ridge. That is on Wednesday. That will be at North Pocono for the District 2 Single A Championship. That's it for FYI tonight. Remember, election night coverage starts at 8 p.m. right here on SSPTV and SSPTV.com. Take it easy, everyone.